exatamente como eu imaginei. Uma mistura de duas criações. Perfeito.
Today, I will take you along to show how I transform a hair image into a hairstyle done by a professional hairdresser here in Munich. For this hairstyle, I had a very specific image in mind. I wanted something that felt very princessy, almost like Bridgerton, but more like the girls going to afternoon tea, not necessarily the full royal ball. Romantic, soft, feminine, but still very me. And before even get to the hairstyle itself, I always think about the preparation first, especially when heat is involved, because my hair can get dry more easily. So for me, preparing the hair is essential. And the way you prepare it depends on the hairstyle you're about to create. For this look, we needed to stretch my natural hair a little more than we would for a regular blowout, because the style combines different textures. And I really don't want to damage it just because I want to look cute for a few days. Although, obviously, I still want to look cute. There are loose pieces of human hair to create the mermaid braid effect, and there's also the braiding extension for the butterfly braids. So it's not just let's do a hairstyle. It is, what is the final image? What techniques do we need? How does my natural hair needed to be prepared so the whole thing makes sense? And this is where the details really matter. I like using products that don't only style the hair, but also treat it. Especially because when I am wearing a protective style, I won't be able to care for my scalp or my hair the same way I usually do. So at the salon, I always ask the professional to choose something that gives my scalp and my hair a more intense treatment, something that can compensate a little while I'm wearing this style. Because I'm not giving up the treatment, you're just finding a way to make it work. The first reference I bought was Dolce hairstyles. I love the feeling of it, but when my hairdresser analyzed the technique, and because they already know my hair, they suggested mixing it other techniques that would suit me better. And that's why references are so important. They're not just pretty pictures on Pinterest that would randomly collect at 2 a.m. pretending to research. Even though sometimes it is exactly that. But the point is, reference help the professional understand the concept you imagine. Because when you don't have the technique knowledge, you still need to know how to explain the result you want in the test. So I like to bring different references for different parts of the hairstyle, the shape, the volume, the face framing, the texture, the mood. That way we can look at everything together and define the final direction. Not just based on what looks good in picture, but based on my natural hair, my features, and the image I want to communicate. For this look, the goal was romantic, soft, princessy, but still practical, still wearable, and still connected to me. So the hairstyle wasn't just copied from one reference. It was built from the desire of image. A little Dolce, a little Bridgerton afternoon tea, a little Pinterest chaos, and then my hairdresser technique bringing everything together. One of the choices I made here was to use human hair, partially because it can be reused, but mostly because it gives me freedom. I don't have to spend my whole week protecting a hairstyle, because I love a beautiful look, but I also have a life. So my job in this process is the image, the proportion, the volume, how the hair falls, how it frames my face, the mood I want to carry. The techniques is hers, the direction is mine. For this one, I actually brought a reference with complete different proportion from mine. And that's the thing about reference. they are made for your face, your hair, or your routine. So when I showed it to Annette, she told me how she adapted to work on me. From there, I chose each part of the hairstyle from the different styles we performed together. A bit of shape from one, volume from another, the feeling from a third. And then, real life had to enter the conversation, because a hairstyle doesn't only exist in the salon mirror. It exists when you go home, when you sleep, when you get ready for the next day.
Eu vou dar uma cochilada aqui. Que olha só, ele tá toda hora olhando pra frente, não tá igual o outro.
Because for me, a hairstyle isn't successful because it lasts. It's successful because it did what I wanted to do.
No,
Don't cut.
No, if you cut it,
It looks messy here.
No one is saying it.
It gave me exactly the soft, romantic princess image I had in my head, and it still looked like me. That's the whole point. The professional brings the technique, you bring the direction.
This is what I visualized yesterday.
That's the difference between copying a hairstyle and creating your image.
Tô parecendo a namoradeira aqui, assim.
Sim.
Né?